Hi, so this is a little bit more that I've looked at into the Katherine Mansfield poems, but I'm not going to spend too long on this because I do have other things to do. I was just interested to look at whether there are any other poems that she mentioned this 6:30 and the possible connection to Eliot. And she has a poem called The Family, which starts Hinamoa Tui Minor. All of them were born together. They are quite an extra special set of babies, wax and leather. Every day they took an airing. Mummy made them each a bonnet. Two were cherry, one was yellow, with a bow of ribbon on it. Really, sometimes we would slap them for if ever we were talking, they would giggle and be silly, saying, Mama, take us walking, but we never really loved them till one day we left them lying in the garden through a hailstorm, and we heard the poor dears crying. 6:30 said, You're a mother. What if Mummy did forget you? So I said, well, you're their father, get them, but I wouldn't let you. So again, it seems quite childlike on the surface, quite light-hearted, and I could be completely reading this wrong. Hinamoa may relate to Hinamoa and Tutanaki, which is a story like Romeo and Juliet. And Hinamoa could mean maid of the spring or the dawn, so I think that links back to the golden dawn, so a child of the golden dawn. And I was thinking in the sense of an initiate as a child, almost like because you've passed on the knowledge, you've given birth to somebody else who's passing on that knowledge, if that makes any sense. So the tui is a black New Zealand honey-eater bird. I think it also has connotations with royalty, and minor, like the minor bird. So it could be completely left field, but when I read that, it made me think of Moina Mathers. And then I thought maybe Hinamoa is linking to Annie Elizabeth Horniman. Regardless if those are the correct people, I then thought all of them born together could be like initiated together or established together even. Set of babies, I thought of Set, the Egyptian god. And then wax and leather. Leather obviously links back to a cow, but wax, I was thinking of the waxing moon and a candle. Mummy made them each a bonnet, so I was thinking of bonnet as in a hallucinogenic mushroom or even deadly nightshade like belladonna bonnie. So then the cherry and yellow could relate to that concoction. And then it's towards the end, 6:30 said, You're a mother. So that connection with deadly nightshades, I think, might link to the autumn song where she has, now's the time when children's noses all become as red as roses, and the colour of their faces make me think of orchard places where the juicy apples grow and tomatoes in a row, where the tomatoes are a nightshade. And today the hardened sinner is the next line, which could link to pesh as in peach, and also links to the idea of fisherman. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there just for future thoughts if I have any. Thanks for listening.